I now give the call to the honourable member for Wright.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And tonight I rise to bring to the attention of the Parliament the three basic principles as to why I was elected to as a Member of Parliament. And predominantly they speak to a reduction in the measures of compliance for our small business sector. And secondly, I fought on the principles of I wanted to put more money into the pockets of mums and dads in my electorate. And thirdly, I assured my primary industry sector that I would fight for a better price for their product at the farm gate. And Mr Speaker, as you'd be aware, I come from the seat of Wright, which encompasses the Lockyer Valley and the Fassifern Valley, which more recently has been devastated by astronomical flood levels, and out of proportion devastation. We still have families displaced from their homes and are doing everything they can humanly possible to get their lives back into some type of routine, the routine that you and I in this House take for granted. In addition to the devastation that we've received, my electorate is predominantly a rural precinct. So the infrastructure damage that was done to my farming precinct was overwhelming. The heartache that my farmers had to go through in laser levelling town, in basically taking 2 and 3 metres of silt, overburdened silt, off their crop, so that they could get to any type of reasonable capacity to get a crop in. But they did. We are a resilient mob. We are a resilient people in the electorate of Wright, and we are doing everything humanly possible. But jingos, it's hard to get motivated when these hurdles are constantly put in front of us, Mr Speaker. Our dairy farmers have of which I have 36 throughout my electorate, are just going through an incredibly tough time in trying to do their forecast with reference to capital investment programs into their industry sector, when there's so much indecision on the back of Wesfarmers' Coles price warring situation at the moment. And I just want to take you to the point of the word Wesfarmers, who own coal. Wesfarmers actually built their business on the back of farmers. And it is ironic that I actually stand in this House today to defend my very farmers from the machine or the mechanism that Wesfarmers have built in the way of coal. So it has great concern, and I will lobby and fight for my farmers as best I can from the dairy sector. And I bring to your attention just today a meeting held in Brisbane by the Queensland Dairy Organisation, where Brian Tessman, the Queensland Dairy Organisation President, spoke at the Rural Press Club, where I'm sure today he made reference to the supermarkets creating a situation of market failure, which does not reflect the current supply of demand situation or the true value of the cost of fresh milk. Predominantly, what he's saying is that as the market leaders on milk push pressure down on our generic brands, dairy farmers will leave the industry. But more importantly, in my electorate, it just keeps on getting worse. It's like a Demtel ad in reverse. There's a set of steak knives on this as well. And on the weekend, Mr Speaker, we were informed that of which 20% of my growers in the area of which produce all of Queensland's beetroot were informed by Golden Circle, a fully subsidiary of Heinz, that no longer would their product be wanted. Now, Mr Speaker, I bring to your attention a simple Golden Circle tin of sliced beetroot. Do yourselves a favour when you get out of here tonight. Go and get yourself one of these, because these are going to be, ladies and gentlemen, a collector's item in Australia. These are going to be a collector's item. No more will the contents of this product be made in Australia or made in Queensland or made in the electorate of Wright. You are going to be buying beetroot processed in New Zealand from possibly China, Poland, Bulgaria, any of those countries that have a lower cost efficiency of getting product into a tin. And I can assure you that the product quality will not be anywhere as good as what we have in the Lockyer Valley. And it brings to the attention of the House as to why these firms are now leaving our shores. Why is Golden Circle in Queensland now choosing to relocate their Golden Circle chain to New Zealand when our Prime Minister is telling us with a hand on a heart that the carbon tax will not have an impact on this industry. Now, the increased costs.
Order. The honourable member's time has expired.